let's talk about the balance between what is healthy and well for your body, for our body, those choices, and what is exciting for our soul, what is like aligned for us, for our soul, right? And this is inspired by me getting a coffee this morning, right? Because coffee and caffeine is stressing to the body. It's stressing and stressful to the body. And our ultimate optimal thing that we're doing in the morning for our body and for our gut is having something that's connecting to our gut, like lemon water, which is acidic, right? So before we like dive too deep into all that, there's so many things out there, right? Like everybody's like, ooh, do this, health guru, right? I'm super on that train. I've been on that train. Like I am a detoxing motherfucker up in here, okay? Like I am like flushing out pounds of parasites from my body for years, okay? So if anybody knows about this, it's gonna be me. And I'm talking to you, mama, okay? Because there comes a point, if you are anything like me, where it's like there's no fun. The fun gets sucked out of life. Like, I gotta stick to my protocol, I gotta stick to this, I gotta da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, you're depressed. You're depressed as fuck. You're like, all the fun things are gone. Like, I can't have chocolate. Oh, I can't have this. And then you like, all of a sudden, without realizing it, we've backed ourselves into a fun-sucked box in the corner where we're just like, you know? And then what that leads to is things of like emotional eating, and then we'll like go and buy a ton of junk or something and then just like have it. Or maybe we'll stick in that box and we don't even notice how unhappy we are, like how unaligned everything is, okay? So there is a balance here. There is such a balance here, okay? What is that balance? The balance is between what the truth is of like what your body actually needs, like what our body like genuinely needs health-wise, okay? Because the truth is we can't live eating on this shit garbage and toxin-filled world and this like these like fake food, right? That we're all like addicted to, okay? That's the truth. The truth is like something's gotta give. The truth is that like there needs to be a lifestyle shift. If we're being honest with ourselves, detoxing and removing these parasites and toxins is super important, yes. And balancing that with our soul and our soul joy and our soul excitement, and making sure that we're not becoming this like militant fun-sucking source for ourselves where we are no longer feeling good doing what we're doing. Like there's no point in doing what we're doing if we are just creating a life of misery, going from one misery to the other. The first misery being like secret unhealth, you know, where that affects us later down the road. And then the other misery being like, oh, well, all the joys from life are gone now, right? So I'm going to share with you how I create this balance for me and myself in my life, okay? So here's what I do. What I do, and for me, I do it like this because I become extremely militant, okay? I'm like Capricorn stellium here, okay? So yeah, pretty intense when I do stuff. I fucking do it all the way, okay? So what I do is when I'm on a protocol, this is my protocol. I honor my protocol. I stick to the protocol. I do not divert from the protocol unless I am noticing like significant red flags in my body that is like, that's not the right protocol. It's not the time or whatever, right? I address it at the time, okay? But for the most part, this is my protocol. I honor the protocol 100%, whatever that is, okay? When I am off of the protocol, then I'm like, okay, am I just free willy-nilly, whatever I want to eat? Are there any, restrictions here? Like, what am I doing? I really just tune in and create the balance, okay? And when in those times, it's like in that openness, there is like a moment of like joy and excitement that comes up about something of like, oh my God, having that coffee this morning would bring me so much joy. Like, that sounds so fun, right? I tune in to my intuition. Our body is a good way, you know, I'm checking in with myself. Hey, like, this is bringing me excitement. Like, is this aligned for me? You know, if it's a yes, I do it. If it's a no, then I don't do it. But if there's excitement, that's like an indicator that it's definitely a yes, if you don't like quite have that intuition built in yet. And I'm not talking about the excitement of like the idea of like a Dorito bag. Okay, there's levels to what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for so long where I don't even desire those types of things anymore. So if you're somebody who's still desiring Doritos, then that's going to be a choice for you to make. To me, I don't even desire like forms of fake food anymore. For me, the things I desire will be something like coffee or meat. So whatever level you're at, apply this information to yourself. The more you're detoxing, the more we detox, the more that we are removing these toxins, the less over time we'll actually desire them, because our taste buds will return and awaken to nutrition, nourishment, what is true food. Like, we will recognize it and we will no longer even desire like the fake food. So I felt really excited to make this video as I was drinking my coffee and being like, yeah, there we go. Let me know your thoughts. Love.